Okay. Okay. Not gonna sit here and pretend that it didn't take me quite a few tries, after all. And you're gonna see that there's still some flaws in this try as well. But I did it. I don't know if the smiling body mountain meatball big ass hairy ball bitch would spawn next scene or not. But this is gonna be the end. The way to do it? Just ignore the small corpses and defend against them if possible with stuff that doesn't hit them. And try to have some big dice against his wailing attack. And try to go through and stagger him, and once you stagger him you can basically just one scene him as well. This is it, if possible. Hi everyone, this will be the start of the new episode, I guess. If possible, we're gonna do 2 abnormality battles today. And 1 story encounter. Let's see how long this story is. First off, absorption. This apparently is solo Gebura enabling, which is why I wanted to do this now. I've just streamed. I've just did some deck building and stuff together with some people. If you didn't see it, well, I'm sorry. The game updated yesterday. I definitely wanted to play now. I didn't do anything story-wise or something. Don't worry. I didn't get any spoilers. Just grinded some stuff basically. Anyway. The Gebura is apparently best played solo, which is why I wanted to do this quickly as possible. Absorption. It only wants one thing, our flesh drenched in blood. Once it gets a whiff of the scent, it will pursue us in an instant. Single ally. For the duration of the act, recover 20% of max HP. Max 20 upon defeating an enemy. At the start of the scene, gain strength based on the amount of HP the librarian has recovered this act. 1 strength per 10% of max HP healed. Okay, so as long as you can keep killing, it's pretty good. Laughter from the mountains of bodies. The dead gave life to something. The dead fused with one another. All smiling. When the librarian takes a hit while the HP is at 25% or lower, a screech bursts out at a 50% chance, up to twice per scene. The screech deals 2 to 10 stagger damage to all characters other than this librarian, and all characters are inflicted with one of the following statuses next scene. Free feeble, free disarm, free bind, or free fragile. It's pretty cool. Mountain of corpses. The more bodies it comes across, the more defined its shape becomes, and it's never satisfied. All librarians except the selected one are immediately killed when this page is chosen. The selected librarian gains max light capacity, light restoration, strength, protection, and haste proportional to the number of librarians killed for the rest of the battle. I can now see why this could be solo Gebura enabling. This has got them batshit crazy. It's more batshit crazy than one of my ex-girlfriends, and she was, holy hell, she belonged literally in the loony bin. Let's see. Gebura. I guess you can't exert as much power as the Red Mist did in her prime? Seems so. I can't see myself to be identical to Kali either. So she leveled down. What's the big difference between the Red Mist and your present self though? I used to be able to freely wield ego. I was probably the only one in the city who could manage such a feat. Weapons and armor that resonate with your own heart. Who could have imagined that? And now I can't handle those ego as smoothly anymore. It really makes you wonder if Carmen approached her because she knew of her potential and she knew that she was gonna, in a way, research what ego was gonna entail. Which makes Carmen even more of a manipulative villain bitch in my opinion. Since she didn't approach Kali out of the goodness of Kali, and she was a very good person, a very good fixer back then, very protective of others. Well, maybe Carmen wanted to use that as well. But I think she mostly used her because she saw that she was a potential test subject for what was about to ensue. Because I think Carmen must have had some massive, foresight when it comes to a few things. Anyway, I can't handle those egos smoothly anymore. We will do your flaw realization. We will unlock it again. I think Gebura is all about unlocking these Red Mist passive thingies you've seen before the key page overhaul. She had some question mark passives in a regular key page. I don't know if they're still there. But the librarians can use ego now, right? True, but we aren't in full control of the ego we use. We're just temporarily acquiring it from abnormalities. So if I'm getting this right, we're basically borrowing powers from the creatures we call abnormalities in the form of ego. That's pretty much it. We're not in the state to use them properly. And so the Red Mist was? She had her own ego, didn't she? Well, the sword I used to wield was extracted from someone else, but the armor was my own ego. Who extracted that before? She used ego before Lobotomy Corporation was a thing, didn't she? She was famous for it. She couldn't have been famous after she was siphoned by Lobotomy Corporation. Right? So who extracted it for her? From whom? And what was it exactly? I mean, it's alluded that the weapon she uses was the mimicry one. So was it Christopher? But Christopher was in Lobotomy Corporation. I don't understand. Anyway, the armor was my own ego. Here we go. It's the big thing she wears on day 47 and core suppression. Those empowered me greatly. 48 even. 48, sorry. I mean, yeah, no one could have seen that coming. Is it day 48? It's day 48, yes. Weapons and armor that resonate with the mind. Your foes must have been helpless against them. It's not all that convenient, since it literally links up with your mind. You risk getting consumed by it as well. Why's she looking at me saying that? And the distortion happens if you're gobbled up by it? I suppose so. Every time I used ego, it felt as if someone were talking to me. The voice that everyone is talking about, her voice. I presume Carmen's voice, but if that was even back then, maybe it isn't Carmen, maybe it's an unknown entity. They're what I desperately needed to hear, but at the same time, those words are things I don't want to listen to. Maybe it's her own inner voice. Maybe it's all more Jung psychology stuff, like persona and shadow and stuff. It was like a raging torrent that could sweep my consciousness away if I ever lost my grip. Not sure I felt that. I guess it's because the ego we use here adjusted by Angela in advance. You haven't used any real ego yet, Roland. I'm mostly worried about what may happen when people out there start manifesting and using ego. Who gave you access to such amazing gear anyway? Carmen. Well, here we go. My question's answered, but... It shifts the timeline I had in my head slightly. Maybe they retconned it, maybe I just misremember it, I don't know. Someone will possibly explain to me in a comment, which is the beauty of doing this on video, I think. This is the new patch, by the way. You're gonna see a new AI in a second. People will probably have asked the past 4 episodes where the new UI is, and I will have answered them. Well, I pre-recorded quite heavily. Today is the 29th of November. It's in the middle of the night, so yesterday was the 28th, just a few hours ago. The person who supposedly led the research to cure humanity, wasn't it? Right, Carmen was from the nest, but she wasn't afraid to hang around the back streets to give a fervent speech. She wasn't gonna last long if she kept it up, if we're being honest. So you helped her out of pity of something? Not a chance. I wasn't naive enough to serve anyone without payment. I simply wondered just what exactly a nest dweller would know about the agonies of the city to be so passionate about the matter. She brazenly went on about her absurd claim that she can break the ever-repeating cycle of suffering that goes on in the city. Got mad that some dweeb was spouting off like she understood everything. So I grabbed her and snapped at her. How dare you rattle on about that? What do you know about the pain and suffering people in the back streets go through? I yelled. I thought Carmen would whimper on the verge of tears, but she instead kept a straight face and retorted with a question. I fought for God, X. No, what do you know about the pain in the nest then? Yeah, it's 2 different cups of tea, I guess. She said she'll tell me all about the pain and agony of the nest, so I should teach her about the suffering of the back streets in return. A very moderate approach. Carmen was truly something else. She was so shameless, I didn't like how she acted so brash for someone so weak. Her eyes and voice, on the other hand, carried a certain energy. She said even the weakest people could gain the power to easily topple the head if they set their mind to it. That she will give everyone the therapy to grant such power and mindset. So far we haven't seen much, like, resistance against the head, I think. No one has even really mentioned the head, or the head is some big enemy that holds them down or something. The head just seems to be in his district and oversee everything. If things go too bad, they go out and take care of it. But the struggles of the city seem to be related to like smaller factions, in my opinion. Maybe the head is pulling the strings, but who knows? She gave me a card telling me to come if I was ever interested. It was before you got assigned a color, right? Yep, I was grade 2 back then. Ah, so she wasn't a red mist yet. You bought into a borderline cultist Hui despite being a grade 2? No, I believed her because I was that experienced, actually. I'd met countless winters and hacks in my life, but something about Carmen told me that she wasn't one of them. Just what kind of person was she? Anyways, I decided to count on Carmen. If I could protect this person, maybe this world might change. Maybe few people would have to suffer the same kind of pain I did. It's why you worked for practically free, huh? This is the right mindset, by the way. Making the world better for others because of the pain you experienced is, I guess, like, the best. I envy her, and I really, really think that this is selfless, basically. All the while you did unbelievable things, becoming a living legend and getting a color. Those were just extras. Doing meaningful work was enough for me. You're sure strong and stupidly honest. Heard that a lot. Thanks for the stories, by the way. How about a cig? No thanks, still got loads of work to do. How about an absinthe with Natsack? Alright, no new nugget, but it's alright, we got these instead. Next, the story battle that got added yesterday, just to date this even further. I think it's against, and I hope I won't mispronounce this name anymore now that it's been pointed out to me that I did it. But in the last few episodes I will have, so sorry. It's against Xiao, I believe, since we used the Book of Maze as an allowal. Oh yeah, just as I said, I did a deck building stream. I also grinded Lowell's page and some of the proxies. It's Mirrors again. I remember that name. Man, I'm dog tired. What the hell is the blue reverberation up to? That's what you're worried about? How are you even gonna explain this to the association report? They're in an operation camp, but what are they doing? We don't have much choice. Just gotta describe what we saw there. There's nothing we can do about him. Oh yeah, I guess this is after he stole Philip. Speaking of, I don't think we've heard from Section 2 ever since they went on an expedition to the library. Did something happen to them? They're probably just too busy with the work. Director Xiao must be worried quite a bit still. Well, we have our own problems to worry about. We've got a few things left to wrap up, so let's head back inside, shall we? Oh, are those Mirrors and Chun? Oh, Mirrors is a dude. Okay. And Chun is a girl. She looks cute. To be honest, there's not a single girl I don't think that looks cute. Apparently, I don't know. Pardon the interruption late at night, Director. We have a number of issues to address regarding the cases we've recently taken care of. Director? She's worried. Or she can feel that something is wrong, maybe. Ah, sorry. I was distracted with thoughts for a moment. Don't mind me. Oh, she looks so cute. Sorry if I keep going on about that. I should really keep my dick in my pants. Maybe, like, you know, before I record an episode. But you said you have a report to make. What is it? A number of experts are going to extract samples from the distortions we've captured after failing to secure the crying children and send them to V-Corp. Oh, fucking not to the virgins of V-Corp. The process is estimated to take a full day. Will we be put on standby in the meantime? Have you received any contact from the president or the executive board? Yes, they told Section 1 to stay clear of this matter. Hana Association will be taking over further affairs regarding the library and the distortion after monitoring the situation for a little longer. She doesn't like that, I guess. They felt the need to take the time to carry out a more thorough analysis and review of the library now that it's a star of the city, I see. Are we going to pull out of this nest then? Yes, we'll be going back as soon as the extraction is done, so pack your belongings in advance. Until then, rest up and get yourselves back into optimal shape. You ought to be prepared for any task. Understood, ma'am. We'll be going now, so have a good rest there. Wait. Listen carefully to what I have to say. She's gonna go against directions now. Section's 1 next post will most likely be the outskirts where the strife between the Ring and the Pinky is still fierce. I look forward to that. We should especially be cautious of the Pinky, so keep that in mind once you've dispatched to that area. Duly noted. Mirrors, overconfidence is your biggest flaw. Be mindful of that and you won't face much hardship in the future. I feel like she's raising death flags, giving them last orders now. But I assume they're gonna come with her to the library. Chun, stay on track and proceed. You have the qualities to be assigned a color one day. Wow. Is she a color? No. How can she say she's gonna be a color then? Why are you telling this all of a sudden, Director? Us this. It's because she has the invitation already and she plans to accept it. She wants to go alone, but these two are gonna come with her because, oh, Director Sama, we're gonna follow you into the depths of hell. Don't tell me, has there been other news from our superiors? No, I mentioned all the news I received to you. Instead, I received this piece of paper called the invitation from the library. It was placed on the middle of my desk, so I couldn't miss it. That means a bit ago you guessed right. Effective immediately, I'm resigning from my position as Director of Section 1 of the Liu. I'll take all responsibility and penalty for the unilateral resignation and breach of contract by myself. That means she did it alone, right? Without confirmation by the other party or something. You don't have to worry about your careers. What did you just say? I'm saying that my action will not hurt your careers. You know that's not what I mean. Inside the briefcase behind me are documents containing all the information I could gather about the process of transferring my position to someone else. That may not be exactly sufficient, but please do understand as we have no time to return to the Association HQ at the moment. I'm terribly sorry to suddenly abandon my position, everyone. You're heading to the library, aren't you? This isn't like you, Director Xiao. You know you shouldn't make such a hasty decision on this matter. It's because of Lowell. We booked Lowell! We're gonna book Xiao too! I'm gonna put one of the books on my right shelf and the other one on the left shelf. And as far apart as possible, oh no, actually kinda close, but always with a little bit of space between them, so they will never reach each other again. I don't know why I'm so spiteful, but on bad days, when I'm in a bad mood, and I want to cheer myself up, I'm gonna go over to Xiao's book, and I'm just gonna lick the back of it, you know, and I'm gonna make Lowell watch. I'm gonna go, and just to fuck off Xiao even more, I'm gonna go on Lowell as well. You know, keep it balanced. Anyway, I suggest going back to the Association and gathering more intel. There has to be some useful information. I hope I'm gonna cut out what I just said, by the way. You're right, this isn't like me. It truly isn't. It would ill become me to be tearful, sorry, and yet I cried for the first time in my life. I never knew I'd have any relation to such sentiments. I was reminded of Lowell's earnest request. He asked that we do not throw our lives away, no matter what happened to each other. I thought he was stating the obvious. I thought I could remain calm and cold. But when I was faced with loss in reality, I simply couldn't get over it. I'm ashamed of myself for this disgraceful behavior. Anger, heartbreak, despair, sorrow. What should I call this emotion I feel? I'm not certain. It's all of them. There's one thing I do know for sure. I've seen countless lies and falsehoods as I climbed the ranks. I believe that everything in the city was deceit packaged as truth. My life was full of such lies after all. The feelings towards Lowell in my heart, however, were true. I get where you're coming from, Director. Oof, poor Cecil, right? Never stood a chance against Xiao. Still, stepping down from a position like this will be unfavorable in more ways than one. If you break an association's trust, you will be excluded from this business in one way or another, even if you open up an office later. And that's not all. Even then, she's not gonna return, guys. Don't worry about this. Has there ever been a time when I was so worried sick? Has there ever been a time when my heart ached from parting? Has there ever been a time when I wailed, pining for someone dearly? Lowell helped me realize that my heart is sincere. Thus, I shall gladly surrender my body to the flame of passion for him, to prove that there was meaning to my life. God damn it, they really do love each other. This makes it just better for me. How could you say it so proudly, ma'am? Director Lowell did, and now you too. Alright, Xiao, let me ask you this straight out. Let's say that you managed to get Lowell's book, then what? Are you doing this with any plans for the next step in mind? Yeah, you can't just, it's just a book now. No, I have none. I'm simply trying to fulfill the will of my heart. You should know very well how others will look at you if a big-name fixer like you acts emotionally in situations like this. There won't be a place for you to return. Is that what you want? Even if stars were to rise in my sky someday, what good would they be without a companion to watch them together? I've already made up my mind. You won't convince me otherwise. Do you know that we'll be following you? I expected that somewhat. And you're not trying to stop us. If you help me, I'll have a better chance of getting his book. Please tell me this is just an encounter against these three. No other nuggets, no other reception floors or something, just these three. So quick and dirty. Getting Lowell's book already is kinda hard. You're being so selfish, ma'am. What else can we really do when you start acting in a way you've never done before? I won't force you. You're free to choose to stay. If you still choose to follow me, however, you'll have my eternal gratitude. Okay. The hell did I just watch? Someone in love, Roland. Maybe you weren't entirely correct about Fixer, seeing that even the Section 1 director of an association can make such an emotional judgment. I'm shocked too. Who could have seen that Xiao of all people would be blinded by love? Looks like the light that's shown during the White Nights and Dark Days had more influence than just creating the distortion or ego, huh? The impression I'm getting from all the guests I've watched from here is that, well, people have gotten more honest than usual. And what we have seen reinforces that. I can understand her to a degree. If something were to happen to you, I'd... Whoa, what? If something were to happen to you, you'd also what, Angela? You can't tell me that you're, like, having feelings for this guy. Well, what? Don't tell me you're saying you're in, like... hold on, but my mind isn't ready yet. Roland, please save your breath and cut the bullshit. I know what my sentiment toward you is, and it isn't love. Alright, I know what it's really about. Alright, you mean it's gonna be tough to find another person like me to chat with, yeah? Correct. It will be extremely grueling to find and build a relationship with another companion on your level from scratch. Sometimes I wonder if Angela's just severely autistic or something. She has people person problems, definitely. So at the end of the day, we've come to the library. I can already picture the branch leader furiously grilling us. You won't have to. I'm deeply sorry for you. What's done is done, the choice was ours. Let's focus on taking care of business now that we've stepped into this place. And our deviation might be extenuated if we produce good results in the library. I'm fine with this place being my grave. Oh no. Death flag number 2. All of you, on the other hand, should value your own lives more than anything. Yes, I know that this is a humiliating thing for me to say when you already followed me here. You're awfully brazen, ma'am. Brazen? Brazen. Why do I have problems with this word? Let's just rule out the possibility of any of us dying here. If we get kicked out of the Liu, you'd better give us new jobs to obtain our grain. You have my word. Greetings, dear guests. I'm Angela, the director and librarian of my rule's namesake. I'm afraid I'm not in the mood to greet you back with hospitality, but manners are manners. My name is Xiao, and next to me are Chun and Myris. Greet her, man. Chun is a woman, though. Come on, don't be sexist, it's 2020. I hope. Oh god, it's gonna be 2021 by the time this releases, right? Fuck me. Oh god. Hello. Yes, thank you. Hopefully 2021 even came around. What if the world is ending in 2020? Jesus, that would be weird. What's with the hesitation, miss? Feeling guilty for what you've done after all this time? I'm sure you know what fate your colleagues wearing the same uniforms as you have suffered here, don't you? Indeed I do. Yet you've made this choice. You were not ordered or coerced by anyone else either. Oh yeah, she was hung up about that earlier. You'd better watch your tongue, Miss Library Director. You talk like we're already destined to die here. You are. Enough, you two. What is your point, Library Director? I'm simply curious about the psychology of humans, which I know little of, and of the reason you're trying to earn him back in spite of the imminent danger. I've seen it more times than I can count, a story of someone looking for substitutes. From my experience, I cannot understand how you can value your goal more than your own life. Didn't she literally say that she would reach her goal no matter what as well? Huh? Isn't she contradicting herself? I'm trying to assert that I'll be able to find a replacement for him out there if I tried? That is correct. That way you won't have to throw away your precious life. A machine won't truly understand the feeling of burning blood coursing through my veins because of something I cherish. The desire to have it back by any means in any form. Precious is not a word you should utter as lightly as you just did. Dreams, hopes, ideals, all the words that describe what motivate humans to get up and live. Those words encompass meanings too grand for description, but it's simple at the same time. I still find it insufficient reason to risk your own life. I guess anger and revenge is a better one then. I won't deny that. I presume others will overcome the loss of what is precious to them in different ways. Then why have you entered this place with such pride? Was it ungrounded confidence that you're stronger than us? Or were you merely blind with anger? That is what I would like to know as well. However, I know that this emotion I'm bearing isn't wrath or sorrow. You can talk big, but it doesn't make your life any less futile. To walk into the jaws of death for meaning of existence? Sure, you can act all confident right now, because you think you're firm and sturdy. But when unexpected situations start to unfold before you, will that firmness of yours last? Yeah, how do they react to us whipping out the ego? They should be going, huh? I think not. You'll be the first to break down, rather. In the end, it's having a faint hope that just becomes pointless in the face of death. What can your trifling resolve change? Is this some kind of warning to turn back? I've neither the power nor right to stop you. You're really getting on our nerves now. She's definitely looking down on us. Let's just go in, Director. Oh wow. Yes, I have the hope that I will find Lowell's book here. Even I think of myself as firm. I cannot stop others from thinking that I'm petty. You're free to think of me as a pathetic human being. I couldn't care less about how others view me. What will a resolve change, you ask? Of course it will not do much. Hope won't magically illuminate the path ahead. It won't always be bright. It will be similar to despair in a way. I might be lost in the dark, not knowing what to do or where to go. It doesn't give me a path, nor does it brighten the way. The two are truly alike. However, they're still considered two separate concepts with two separate words, because there's a difference to be found. The right thing, by bearing in mind what I must do this instant and taking it to action, the impossible can be achieved. Hope allows one to touch the untouchable, reach the unreachable, and see the invisible. I won't let your words break me, I won't stand back. Poor Funshinsu. The cauldrons were broken and the boats were sunk. There is no retreat. What she said earlier could be basically summarized with, without love it cannot be seen, right? So let us enter if you are not afraid of us. May you find your book in this place. Damn, what an animal speech. Jesus. She got really passionate about that. And shit, we have to... Okay, there's just more canon fodder. I'm gonna skip that, okay? You're not gonna have to see that. I'm gonna try to go through this as best as possible. Look, Nicole has Esther's page now. That's new since last time. I haven't even really had a chance to try it out. I hope the deck is alright. I built it together with some people on stream. They could have tricked me for all I know. Sometimes they do that. They love to do that. So, see you when I get to Act 2, I guess. We only have one floor available. This will break my balls. Alright, some minor losses. We lost Hunter along the way. These enemies have new cards, and these new cards are quite powerful. They're mostly single dice, interestingly. They also deal a lot of burn damage, and they roll very high. It's not these ones, not Frontal Assault. Let's see. Liu's section, Southland Section 1 Fixer. It's these ones. The single point stab, 3 to 8, inflict 1 burn at the start of the next scene. Draw all copies of single point stab from the deck. This seems to go against Singleton, which is cool. I like to have something going against Singleton, because so far I built a lot of Singleton, and I want to go away from that. Burning Flash, another 1 die, 4 to 9, inflict 1 burn. If Burning Flash is in hand, discard it and draw a page, then add the offensive dice on that page to this. Pretty cool. If you have 2, and you have 1 in hand, you discard the 1 in hand while you play the other one, while you play this one, for example, and then you draw another page, and you add the offensive dice on that page to this. That has some crazy possibilities. Like, imagine if you have, like, 2 burning hands in hand, and then the emotional turbulence also, and you discard this one and draw this, for example. Would that be a 5 dice card then? I don't understand quite, but it's pretty cool. Now we have Chun. At the start of the scene, 2 random combat pages in hand gain the following effect. While this page is being used, inflict twice as much burn using combat pages. I'm in love. I'm in love. I wanted to build a new burn deck, and I will be able to, and I love it. Let's see. Flaming Dragon Fist. Wow! 13 to 28, inflict 6 burn. What did it say? Twice as much burn using combat pages? If you can get Yuna on that thing, if you can get Salvador on that, if you can get fucking Lulu on that, I love some Lulu on that. Alright, Fiery Waltz. If target has 4 more burn, inflict 1 burn to all enemies. I smell burnt flesh and I love it. And anything else? Violent Flame. When inflicting burn using combat pages, this scene inflict 1 additional stack. Jesus Christ. This encounter, I won't be able to beat this, I think. And then I'll have to grind Lowell's page again. Oh, I'm pissing myself. This can't be right. Mirrors' page. Here we go, Mirrors. Is this actually everything? Blunt Mastery. Yeah. Why Blunt Mastery? Oh, because of these. Okay. Mirrors. Offensive dice, blah blah blah. When target hit by this character take burn damage at the end of the scene, they were attacked. They also take stagger damage equal to half of the burn damage. If you combine Mirrors and Chun. Wow. When using a combat page with 1 non-counter die, the die gains +2 power. It's Singular Strike again. Valentine's 1. He also has Flaming Dragon Fist. He can do this by himself, basically. He can do Chun's thing, but Chun has the double burn thingy. Fervid Emotions. All dice on this page gain +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. Basically, a counter with burn as well. I love counter pages. I want to build a proper counter deck. And more burn, Jesus. And Xiao, 400 HP. I've asked on stream just now how hard this encounter is. 1 to 10, and 10 would be Tomari. And people have said 2, people have said 5. On hit, inflict 1 burn and Force of a Wildfire. A status that lasts 2 scene. If an enemy with Force of a Wildfire is defeated or staggered, inflict all enemies with burn equal to the amount of burn that enemy had. Jesus Christ, imagine mass attack pages with this shit. At the start of the scene, 2 random combat pages in hand gain the following effect. While this pages in hand, inflict twice as much. I'm jizzing in my pants in a second. I need these pages. When target hit by this character, this is basically Mirrors and Shun combined, but let's crank it up to 11 with the Force of a Wildfire. Raging Storm, love. Cannot be used on the first scene. It's a mass attack with 2 melee dice. On hit, inflict 2 burn. 3 to 7, 8 to 20. She also has fervid emotions, she has the fiery walls, she has the emotional turbulence. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing here? There's no way in hell I can beat that. With like 4 nuggets. Can I even... I can't use my 4th match flame. There's a visual bug that sometimes it just doesn't work. Or rather, it's not reloaded yet, I guess. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna Gale Kick this shit. And we're gonna, as well, we're gonna Binding Chains this one. Look, it has the fire effect going in the top right of the card. Or right in the middle, I guess. Okay, let's hope the counter will carry us. Who do we focus on? Her? Do we focus on her? Oh, do we... 125 stag as well. Let's focus on one of these. Let's focus on Mirrors or something, I don't know. Actually, no. It's Creek. The first scene possibly not as bad. I say that, but immediately there's this thing. Oh, Malkath being targeted by 2 of them is really not the best. Really not the best. Here we go. We can counter dice with this a little bit. Oh, Jesus. Gonna have to do this. I will immediately get my, like, balls handed on a silver platter. I'm gonna watch them cut them off, you know. I'm gonna have to eat them as well, I feel. If I don't get the upper hand immediately in this by getting one lucky 4th match flame or something. One really lucky one, like a max roll one, that could be good. Then again, I'm possibly like jumping emotion level now, right? So... oh boy. Oh, the counter. Didn't quite work. Oh, Mirrors is nearly staggered. Nice. Next scene, possibly. Next scene. And we're getting... I'm not gonna get a lot of pierced dice here anymore. Then again... oh no, Nicole has a lot of pierced dice. Nicole has a lot of pierced dice. We're gonna give it a green stem as well. Okay, we have both available now. Oh shit, she's using the Raging Storm now. Can one summation mass attack go against the mass attack melee one? Let's just do it like this. And queue up something else instead. Okay, I want the rightmost dice. Yeah, the rightmost one. Right, left, but doesn't matter. No. Apparently you can just re-queue them. And it switches around. Look, now we have... fuck me. I didn't want to do this on video since it seems quite annoying. Ah. Right one. No! Stop it! Stop! Don't choose the left dice. The left dice are bad. Left dice are forbidden. I don't want that. Please, I'm gonna lose the summation. I can see it happening. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Fucking, I finally got it. Now I need to do the same with the green stem. Sorry, everyone. Let's see. Needs to be the rightmost again. And we got that. Good. Good. Okay. That could, like, stagger them all except for Xiao. So now we're gonna need to react. React to this big thingy. Also need to unlock. Let's take that over. Well, I will get hit by that, quite possibly, but there's nothing I can do about this. This is individual. The second dice will definitely always get through. I can't roll that high. I can gather most of the stuff on Harry, maybe. If I contain the damage on him. Oh look, we can rip space. We can rip space here. And then we can gain some charges again. And then we can ripple against someone. Yeah. Just gonna focus a little bit on her again. Miris will definitely get staggered though. Here we go. Yes! I shouldn't have... I was way too pussy about this shit. Look at this shit. Miris is dead. Oh, Markov! Markov is dead too though. And they're not all staggered. This is not good. Maybe they will be. No, they won't be. I need to stagger her. Okay, 2 of them dead. Oh no, Miris... Wait. Why is Miris still here? Huh? Or maybe... Oh, maybe Miris ran away. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. That has to be it, right? So did I get... I didn't get enough emotion coins to use them again. Which is alright. It's alright. Is there... I'm gonna do this. This nugget should die without me taking any damage. Let's see. Can't use castigation yet, obviously. Harry will have to tank again, I think. Even if it's bad, even if it's real bad. I need to stack up some burn effects on her, I think. Chun might die passively, you know. But if I can get some burn on her, I might be able to just cheese my way through this, basically. Okay, Harry is now out of commission. He's gonna die to burn himself. God, she's nearly staggered. Okay. They are down. And she's staggered. Oh, fuck, I think I got this encounter in the back actually now. If I can just go ham again on her next turn. She has 38 stacks of burn after all. Oh yeah, Chun ran away as well. Oh no, Xiao! Xiao ran away! I can't believe it, I'm not gonna get her book! Oh, maybe this is why the encounter is so easy. You don't really need to defeat her. Oh, look, I used castigation. Nice. Oh, I got the Book of Chun though. Wait a second. Do I only get hers? Am I gonna be able to fight again in a second, maybe? Like next reception of this floor or something? Hello? Game? The game has a little bit of performance issues with this patch. Sorry, pardon me. It's just gonna be a black screen on me for a few seconds, I believe. Hopefully it doesn't Like, oh God, if this crashes now. Please, game. Please. I beg you. I can move my mouse still. I'm also still recording. Apparently. No, please. Please, if it crashes and... I didn't quit for quite a while now, so I'm gonna have to do everything I did before again if it didn't save. Oh. Right, you know what? I'm gonna take this as a short break to go to the toilet. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave this here. And I'm gonna return. Maybe I'm gonna cut out some of the black stuff. Like, the black loading screen, I mean. Nothing, like, offensive. But I'm off to the toilet, everyone. I'm off. You can hear me, like, open my door, right? I'm away from my microphone. I will close the door to the toilet, don't worry. You won't be able to hear me piss. At least I hope. Maybe. It could make quite some good ASMR experience, couldn't it? Bye. Give me a second. Okay. This will be a little bit of an insert. I can do this encounter again, basically. And it worked better this time. I mean, we lost Markov and Hunter, yeah, but... Look, I got Xiao all alone. And now she's running. I seem to have fixed this thing, so maybe now on the victory screen I will... Yeah, here we go. I was missing this, basically. I guessed right. Here she is. Something is happening with her. I think she seems to be awakening her ego, and it seems to be dragon-like. As seems to be the Liu theme, since they deal with burn damage and stuff. Let me go, it's not over yet. I still... Please calm down, director. You could have fled alone if you were so afraid. Explain why you had to drag me along. Oof. Okay. That was it. That was all I was missing. I was missing her sprite with the dragon horns. Afterwards, Roland's and Angela's conversation. Markov, sorry. Markov got something out of this fight. Amazing. And we got another Book of Churn. So, pretty good if I want to burn it, right? So, past Lambda, I give this back to you. Oh shit, it's still black. Fuck me. What the crap? Oh, Project Moon, what the fuck? Please. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Fuck. If you enjoyed that, this is basically what my streams feel like. I'll just do whatever random crap I come up with. I can click. Ooh, I can return to title. Maybe opening the manual will help. The options? Oh shit. Oh, fuck me, I fixed it. Oh! Genuine joy, everyone. I got the Book of Churn. Wait, so let's check that actually in a second. That form, it's oddly reminiscent. Yeah, I think she awakened her ego or something, right? I'm not sure, I can't tell if that was a distortion or ego, yeah. That one guy ran off with her at the speed of sound, to be fair. No wonder we couldn't get a good look at it. What? Oh, I guess Mirrors is supposed to take her and run. You can't quite see it yet. I assume they're not quite done with this encounter yet at this point. Was it confusion? I wonder what the reason was. What motivated him to do such a thing? Didn't expect him to care for his boss that much. I've seen people run off on their own, but dragging someone else along so they can both live? That's new. Wow, what a sad outlook. Though the woman who got nabbed was determined to fight and win. Will they come back to the library? I hope so. I want the page. I don't know. What will happen next is a mystery as always. All I got to see for sure was horns and a snake's scales growing out of her. I guess. Huh? It was a transitional phase of some kind, I assume. It was likely a sign of gradual progress. Huh? What? I couldn't tell if that was a distortion or not because there's such a fine line. What we saw won't be sufficient clues for now. Oh, you know that black page I just got? The black screen? I think I was supposed to see something else there. Maybe I was supposed to see a kind of story segment or something, and it bugged. That's what it feels like. That's how it works, huh? The whole thing about lines of emotions is still lost on me, though. I'm gonna try this again in a second, and if I'm able to record it, I'm gonna put it at maybe here? I don't know. What are you pondering about this time? I'm just frustrated at the lack of a clear answer. Anyway, we will have to wait and see for now. We don't even know what has become of them yet. maybe I can, maybe, look, there's a credenza now. Maybe, main story, maybe I can cheese this by going post-battle again. No. Can I cheese it by going pre-battle? This is pre-battle. It feels like the battle thingy that we got with Philip, right? Was kind of during the battle as well, but not quite. I'm not entirely sure. Fuck me, it's the power of macro! Let's see. It won't be here. If it's like inside the battle, it won't be here. Animu. Here we go, that's it. No, okay. Doesn't work that way, sadly. Doesn't work that way. There's also no further encounter after that, so... Or is there? No, there isn't. Alright, so it did basically all of the story encounters for this patch. I'm not even sure if we still have some time or not, but we're just gonna try. I gave Roland Lowell's page. Because he deserves it. He deserves the best. My little poor Roland. All alone in this world. Just like Lowell was in the end. No Xiao to help him. No Xiao to take him and run out. Man, I want a strong woman to carry me, to be honest. Let's go. The Book of the Snow Queen. Hopefully this won't take us long. Oh, I think my game is fucking broken now. I think my game is fucking broken. Thank God I got this on video. No one would believe me otherwise, I think. Let's see. Not have to forfeit anything. Maybe we can fix it like this. No. Alright, everyone. I think that might be it for today's episode. Next episode, a lot of abnormality battles. I'm gonna have to fix this now. If I can somehow fix it and find if there was something missing with the Xiao battle, I'm gonna edit this in this episode, so what I'm telling you here is entirely moot. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm very sorry if this is too much pre-recorded again. Some people don't like that, but there's been some spoilers again in the comments, and like sadly through patch notes and on stream and some other stuff. So those of you who say, oh, you don't have to play like in advance that much, I actually do. It's very hard to not get spoiled on some stuff. It's very hard for some people to not spoil you as well. I understand that. You want to talk about your experiences. And this way I can talk with people. This way I can exchange with people. Because I would have seen it. Even if it was like, even if I've been talking with you like months ago, I will have seen what you see in this episode now. Because, as I said, today is the 29th of November. This will most likely go out in the new year. I hope it will. Maybe not. Maybe it will go out in 2020 still if I'm like quick, and the Project Moon week, which I'm planning at this very instant actually, and I'm recording for this week, will have happened as well. I don't know if there will be 2 or 3 episodes of Ruina. Most likely 2. But this will help us catch up a little. Maybe there will be some episodes without any editing, because I tend to get sick at the end of the year, sadly. It's just that, I don't know, I want to make everyone happy sometimes. Sometimes it flip-flops between me just not caring about what people think. That's not true though, I always care about what people think. And me wanting to make everyone as satisfied as possible. And I have to be honest as well, I have to record when I have the time. And since I'm off work this week, I had to record a lot of episodes. Since Christmas is ahead of me. And Christmas is there's a reason why I'm always sick at the end of the year. It's because Christmas is such a stressful time for me at work. And in general, with my family and some other stuff as well. So I try to offset that, and I try to get like a backlog of stuff I can just edit through in case I don't have the time to do any recording and stuff. So again, I'm very sorry if we're missing like voices, and by the time this goes out, this encounter will be voiced, and the voices are amazing. I'm gonna revisit that if possible, and we're gonna get to hear the voice together. Sorry, this was a little bit like emotional now, wasn't it? It felt very emotional for me. maybe I'm just I don't know, maybe I'm just emotionally sore or something. Bye everyone, bye, bye bye.